13th, 2013. Take 2. New webcam. Did test 1. See if the sound would work. Test 2. Just to check the picture quality. Doesn't seem to be par on, but we'll have to adjust that up and get a little better. But Logitech, I think it's a C310. Just download the software. Got a couple of easy test and run programs. It's got a built-in microphone, so it should have good sound from what I heard from the one before. I had my award ceremony today. This is the first one, level 1, and made level 2 today. So congratulations. Got a couple of a sweater and a shirt with that, a couple of water jugs, and some just acknowledgement. Picture with the supervisor, manager, and some of the other people there. Got to shake a lot of hands with a lot of people. And that's nice because, let's see, this was for quarter 4. I missed quarter 3 by a few metrics, so I didn't make that, but second quarter last year, big level 1. So keep up the good work. It's nice the company does acknowledge you for the things, and I kind of talked about that last night. A little present for me. This is. Seems like the video is a little bit backwards when looking at the screen, but the 8-track. Picked up a 8-track this weekend. I had was it President's holiday, President's Day. I don't sound right, but the store here, Unique Thrift, has a discount, 50% off. So we went and did some shopping with Georgia and I and Gordon, and had a nice breakfast at IHOP. And treated ourselves and went and did some shopping. We like to do that. So bought some extra shirts and nice pair of shoes. Found an 8-track, Neil Diamond 8-track. And then today I was at this customer's home, and she had this old player there, and I asked her about it. And she said it was her husband. She didn't really know what it was, but hadn't used it, and I didn't see no 8-tracks laying around, so I knew she had no use for it. And she went into the back room and pulled out a little case that had a bunch of 8-tracks in it. We tried to get it working because she wanted to see if it would work, and her receiver that it plugged into wouldn't power on. It was AM/FM stereo receiver with built-in turntable. She had a bunch of albums there, but couldn't get it to turn on or power on, and without that, there's no way to test it. So she let it go for a few bucks. So plugged it in and did test it. It does work, which is a good thing. The first tape I put in kind of drag, if you hold them just right, they would take off and start playing. But popped in a different one. One of the ones that was in the case was a Welling Jennings live, and Gordon remembered having that album, and it played just fine. I didn't get to test the Neil Diamond one, but as long as the player works, I'm going to start digging and hunting and see if I can start a collection of 8-tracks, because they're so cool. That, in the day, they were all the rave. I remember even having a portable 8-track player, and I remember because we'd go. My dad had a pickup truck, and he would always put like a mattress in the back, and he'd just throw us boys in the back, and whenever we went on a long trip, and we could just lay back there and sleep and talk and yell and fight and wrestle, and didn't bother anybody. I remember we went on a couple of trips because we'd always be going to softball games. We just would ride in the back. I remember going to where was it? Good friend of mine, Kiefer. I don't call it Kiefer. Keither or Kiefer? I think it was Kiefer. Because remember Kiefer Sutherland. This was Kiefer. Oh God, what was his name now? He had a brother named Kent. So Kent Kiefer. I remember his brother had a cool Trans Am, and they came out and they had the big Firebird, the big bird, the wings, black with gold trim. They was pretty well. They actually moved shortly thereafter, because his brother, not Kiefer, but his brother Kent, was in my class, my graduating class. They moved before we graduated, so small town north of Yukon there. But Kiefer was more hung out with this, like I talked about the boys in the neighborhood that would go and do some crazy things. And remember him going riding. We'd go on a couple of trips. He'd go with me to the softball game, or I want to say we went to Six Flags or somewhere. But Kiefer would always come along. He hung around in the neighborhood there. And one of the things I remember was that portable 8-track. So, and they took the big D batteries. So you had to slap a few of those in there, and you had portable tunes. So I remember jamming out, but singing. Who was it? Tom Jones. I had a Tom Jones tape, and he had some good songs. I should have pulled on those ones, but very interesting. Let's see what some other 8-track stories. Talked about my dad had a 8-track in their room down the hall, and he strung a speaker wire all the way up into the kitchen, so they could play music where they was in there cooking and eating or entertaining. Could have some music playing in the kitchen, and I remember many mornings getting up and I had like a Journey tape. This was before they had the one singer that they had all the hits with. But before they had him, the other singer that was from Santana was the original singer of Journey. So I think he left Santana and started his own band, Journey, and then they had a couple of albums out, and then they had the other guy join, which did the Touching, Loving, Squeezing, and City by the Bay. The lights go out in the city, and the moon shines on the bay. That guy. Before him, there was not actually Journey. Journey. We've been a long ways. Now, when they came to the cities here a while back, I took my son and had good seats. We went to the day of the concert and got like 25th row or so. I even said, I don't know if I mentioned that, but got to toward the Foreigner was the warm-up band. Excellent, just kicked ass. They can still rock it. And they had some really big hits there in the 70s. But Journey had a different singer since the original one left, so not quite the same. I remember seeing them when they first moved to Minnesota, so a year or two after that. I don't think it was the first year, but the second year might have been the first year. I bet it was, because I remember Gordon went down to pick up some stuff in Oklahoma, and when he came back, he was coming because Wilmer was 100 miles from the cities, and he was coming back, and I was going in because I was going to camp out for tickets because the tickets just went on sale. And he parked the car, and we went back into the city, and he went with me, and got some really good guys, like second row, because they had Bryan Adams back up Journey. Then, God, I don't have to say it was 83, 84. The second row, I got some pretty good pictures of Bryan Adams. He came right down into the audience. Had some excellent pictures of Journey too. My picture taking days. But yep, seen him a few times. I've seen him in Oklahoma too, and they had the original singer. Well, they did have the original singer there. Evolution. That's one of their CDs. Evolution. But anyway, 8-track. Oh, there was another one. We had a car in Washington, and I had put an 8-track car deck in that. And when I'd go up into the hills mushrooming, because I'd be gone for hours, and it was a Toyota Corolla, excellent little car. Made some money on that. That was pretty good. But I just remember listening to some, I want to say Scorpions, but I don't remember which ones I had. But I listened to his music as I traveled up into the hills of Washington. Like I said, I didn't talk a lot about Washington, but one of the things I did was during fall, say October, November. There's a certain year that there's big mushroom picking season, and would bring back buckets. Buckets, those big 15-gallon buckets, just two of them, as much as I could carry, and just go walking through the woods and do some pretty good picking. Make some pretty good money. That was one of the odd jobs I did out in the wilds of Washington. Oh, something's expiring. Something just beeped at me, so I'm gonna close it out. It's probably getting like 12 minutes. Too long. I'll be talking all night. But 8-tracks, I love them. You love them or you hate them? I love them. We're gonna leave you with Kenny Loggins, and this is from Top Gun, the Tom Cruise movie back in '86. And Kenny Loggins did a few hits. Movie themes. That movie is very popular in the day. The other one I played the other day was Caddyshack. But this is Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins, and it's from the movie Top Gun. So check it out. It's pretty good one. Tearjerkers. But February 20th, 2013.